Hello Pisces, welcome to your May 2023 tarot card reading. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you all so much for being here. For those of you who are new, my name is Jane. So May is a really exciting month. We've got Jupiter moving into Taurus. We've got that big full moon eclipse in Scorpio. So there's a lot of dynamics, a lot of things going on. Now this video specifically is going to be tarot. So this is a more channeled, more intuitive message. If you want more of the astrology, please check back in the next couple of days because I will be posting these May 2023 astrology forecasts in a separate video. So please keep your eyes open for that. And also don't forget, if you are a member of my Soul Seekers group, that I am going to be doing much more specific videos about the Jupiter in Taurus transit, as well as the full moon eclipse in Scorpio, as well as this Pluto retrograde. This is happening too. There's going to be a lot of content for my Soul Seekers group this month. So if you're not a member, you want to join, all the info is down in the description box down below. So let's go ahead and get into this. You're more than welcome to watch for your sun, moon, or rising sign, whichever resonates the most with you. So let's go ahead and get into it. Hello Pisces, welcome to your May 2023 tarot card reading. We're going to get started with a card from my intuitive deck here just to open up this channel. So, okay. There are a lot of different things going on in your life that are kind of leading you all to the same place. So it might feel a little scattered right now. You got a lot of third house activity, so that's pretty normal. We also have Jupiter coming into that third house as well, which can make you feel like you are like literally all over the place. You know, you have things going on at home, things going on at work, you have things you're trying to grow and develop, and you have children things, and you have all career things, all these different things. So it's important for you to understand, though, that even though it feels like it's all over the place, really what's happening is you're being corralled into a singular path. And it might feel a little confusing right now, or it may not feel like that, or it doesn't make sense. But eventually, as the months go on, you're going to start to see how everything is interconnected here and how everything is putting you on that path toward this desired manifested life of yours. You know, I think you've had a vision for your life for a long time. Maybe you have felt really stagnated, or you felt a lot of obstacles or hurdles in terms of getting yourself to where you want to be. And now actually those obstacles are starting to not be there anymore. Okay. And so what happens when obstacles start going away, things start flowing better. But because there was so much built up behind those obstacles, it's going to take a while for everything to start filtering through. But it does feel like it is starting to filter through, and there are going to be some really powerful connections that are going to be made, not only through May, but also through the months to come. Especially as we make our way into the Leo energy. Okay, we've got Mars coming into Leo. We have Venus coming into Leo later on, not this month, but later. And then eventually, as we have the Sun coming into Leo as well, really July, August, September is going to be the time when you're going to start to see things really coming together. But right now, it's just kind of all over the place. But that is okay. Please just know that it is leading you somewhere great. Okay, so let's take a look at a major arcana card for Pisces for May 2023. What else do you need to know here, Pisces? The world. Yeah, exactly. I love to see the world right now because it feels like so many people are embracing the change that they are feeling inspired to make. People are changing. You, Pisces, as a person are evolving so that you actually can be at the right mindset, frequency, vibration, emotional state, however you want to look at it, for that ultimate ideal desired life to come to fruition. So the old stuff is behind you. The old relationship patterns, the old money patterns, the old mindset patterns, all the things are behind you. And I think you can tell. And because of the activity level, this is just, again, I said it before, but it's just third house stuff. Okay. The activity level of what's going on right now can propel you into the future, because you don't really have time to think about the past, really. You don't have time to think about where you came from and all the things you dealt with. And it's not a time of nostalgia, really. This is a time of looking at tomorrow and preparing yourself today for what it is you want to accomplish tomorrow. And the more and more you continue looking at tomorrow, the more and more in the past gets. And the more and more future-oriented you are, the more and more likely all of these different things in your life are going to merge into one solid path. So who is in the environment that you need to be aware of here, Pisces? Who is in the environment that you need to be aware of? A Queen of Coins. Okay, so you might be dealing with someone who's kind of earthy. This is a Capricorn card, but it really could be anybody. I mean, it doesn't have to be a Capricorn person. It could be anyone. But they have that practical, logical, earthy kind of approach to things. This is someone that can really help you. Now, what's interesting that I'm seeing, you're one of the last zodiac signs that I'm reading for. Actually, you're the second to last. And it seems to be a common theme through all the readings, really, or most of them, that there are people that are coming into our lives right now, not to stay and not to be a big part of what we have going on, but to help guide us through our obstacles, to help guide us through the mindsets or whatever the case is. Queen of Coins, you may know who this person, it may be a spouse, it may be a friend, it might be someone you've never met before that kind of comes in and helps you with something and then they leave. This person is not necessarily all that invested in what you have going on. Okay, this person is not in your story to be a permanent figure in this process. Now, obviously, if it's a spouse, they'll be in your life, but they're not supposed to be a part of this process of all this stuff coming together. This is for you and only you. All right? This person can offer counsel. They can offer input, ideas. They can brainstorm with you. They can offer the benefit of their life experience. But again, these are your choices, your decisions, and your actions. What I like about the Queen of Coins is that they can play a little bit of a devil's advocate, which can be nice sometimes, because when we have so much activity going on, we can also get locked into a way of thinking sometimes, right? We think this is how it needs to go, or we think this is going to be the best way, but a Queen of Coins may come in and be like, no, this other way is much more efficient and more effective and more productive, and you'll be able to accomplish this way faster if you do it this way. And, because third house can also have a really open mind to it, you may be locked into a way of thinking, but the minute something comes in and makes sense to you, boom, there you go, your mind opens and you say, yeah, that you're right. That does seem more plausible. That seems like a better way. A couple of weeks ago, I posted the April astrology readings. And I know we're at the end of April now. We're approaching May, if I could think about the calendar properly. And one of the things that continued to emerge throughout the April readings was that we were going to be shown a way. Often in spirituality, they say, don't worry about how this is going to happen. But at some point, you are going to have to consider the how. And I think right now is that time where you are thinking about how something needs to get done. And you're taking control, you're taking the reins here. And this has a lot to do with Jupiter coming into Taurus. You want the expansion, you want the growth, so you are going to have to grab that bull by the horns and make something happen. All right? I don't know that this is the best time to sit around and wait for universal intervention, because I don't think it's going to come. I think the universe is needing you to take action and you to set something in motion so that it can respond accordingly. Okay? So let's take a look at the first row of cards. We have a 4 of coins. We have an Emperor and a 3 of coins. See, the 3 of coins has also been making quite the appearance. And it tells me that, especially for you with third house stuff, like there are people. It is so critical that you surround yourself with people that are aligned with the vision that you have for your life. Idea people, creative people, production people, leadership type of people, management people, all sorts of different kinds of people. This is not a time for solitary confinement, okay? This is not a time really for hermit mode. Now, you can have those moments, but if you're serious about this life that you're wanting to create, you're going to have to weave that web, and people and ideas that come from other people is how that web will be weaved. All right, so don't be afraid to talk to people. Don't be afraid to ask hard questions. Don't be afraid to associate with new people, joining new groups, joining new associations, whatever the case is. This is about getting out of your normal zone, 4 of coins. Now, I do feel a lot of strength with the 4 of coins, don't get me wrong. I feel a commitment and a determination, which is beautiful. A determination to make these manifestations happen, and I do feel the inspiration to do this. This does not feel like hefty effort on Pisces' part. I think this, like I say, grabbing the bull by the horns, it's inspired. It's a moment of inspiration for you to do that. An emperor is not happy just sitting around and waiting. Okay, now he can be strategic and he can know when to act, but he is never sitting idle. There's always something that he can be doing and planning and strategizing and looking at and thinking about and, and brainstorming about and whatever. This is really, really active. And actually, your activity is your commitment because you're investing. You have to think about the investments that you're making right now, Pisces. Are you investing, like let's say in a Netflix show? Or are you investing in your financial future? Or are you investing in finding new amazing people? Or are you investing in your career? Are you investing in your relationships, right? Where are you investing? And if you start to realize that your time, your money, your energy, your effort, your passion, all of that, if that's being invested in the wrong place, this is a perfect time for you to shift gears and shift focus. And I think you can turn on a dime if you want to. This doesn't feel like drudgery, like you have to, oh my gosh, I have to change this and it feels really hard. No, I don't think it feels hard at all. I think it feels exciting that you can make this change. To have a Mercury retrograde in a third house is a beautiful Mercury retrograde placement because you can turn on a dime like this. There's not a lot of rigidity here at all. All right, so you just have to take an accurate assessment though. And with all this stuff going on, there are going to be things that don't apply or don't help at all. And you're going to have to figure out a way to eliminate the things that aren't helping. Like if you're trying to build a new career, like let's say you're a business owner and you're trying to start a new business, but if you're spending time with the people that are associated with your old business or your old workplace, well, that's all time and energy and effort and maybe money that's being invested in the past. Okay, so you need to move to the future now. All right, so let's take a look here. What else for Pisces? Pisces, just in general, is a future-oriented sign because of that Jupiter rulership, that traditional Jupiter rulership. All right? And with Saturn in your sign, there is a desire to build a structure for the future. Knight of Cups, that's the Pisces card. And we have an 8 of Cups. An 80s cup. 8 of Cups. So yeah, you're moving away, there's no doubt. You're leaving something behind, and I'm not seeing the effects on other people here, meaning I don't know if people are going to be really upset or if they're going to respond or if there's a jealousy or anything. I don't see any of that, but we'll see what the last row of cards looks like and then the clarifiers. But generally speaking, I feel that you have a clear path ahead. It's just more of an internal kind of dialogue that you have going on of like, this is hard to do, to move on. It's hard to move into that unknown territory. It's hard to push myself like this because I got so comfortable over here, but it's no longer what I want. And so how, you just feel this calling though, right? That this old thing is no longer wanted. It's no longer necessary in your life, and you have to start moving on. And a lot of the activity that you have going on, I think, is purposeful because it is keeping you, right? All the busy, I feel like it's very busy. Pisces is busy. All the busy stuff that you have going on is actually helpful because it is keeping you from investing in the past. Okay? And I love the Knight of Cups. Obviously, this is the Pisces card. And it does feel kind of like it's offering a romantic energy about what could possibly be. There's an embrace about the possibility. And again, with the Queen of Coins, what I also really like about this person in your life is, even though they're practical and realistic and living in the present moment, they do have big eyes. What I mean by that is they can see the possibility. And they approach these abstract, conceptualized possibilities, all right, with a sense of practicality, with logic, with rationalization. It's logical to do these steps in order to achieve this particular possibility. They tend to make the abstract into something usable. This is the beautiful thing about Saturn in Pisces. Pisces generally is a really abstract sign, right? That's why we talk about delusion and stuff like that with this sign, rose-colored glasses and whatnot. But Saturn is kind of taking those rose-colored glasses off, but it's not removing the optimism. It's only removing the haze. And I think it's coming through the Saturn energy. Like I said, this is a Capricorn card, which of course Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So this person is representing the Saturnine quality in your life. And they're taking the abstract concepts and the possibilities and laying out options for you to make it realistically possible. And because you do have your heart on your sleeve here, and I love the Strength card. Now, to me, this Strength card is feeling different than it normally feels. To me, this feels like you are tapping into your strengths, the things that you do well. This doesn't necessarily mean this is a month where you have to be strong. I don't know that this is that kind of month. I don't know that you have to be like all empowered, and I mean, you could be that way, but it's not that you have to because you're dealing with some terrible situation. It's not like that. It's when you put yourself in your strength and you put yourself where you are your most effective and productive and where you can really make stuff happen, and you push forward with that, that's when things start to happen. And because you have the excitement and the enthusiasm with that Knight of Cups about what the future could possibly hold, you put yourself in your strength. And actually, your optimism is a strength, by the way. Your ability to sense the possibilities, your ability to manifest, your ability to intuit what could possibly be for you is a superpower right now. And that's what's really pushing you forward. And that's probably what's driving all of this activity. Because you know that some element of your destiny is coming to fruition right now, even though it may feel like you are just doing a lot of stuff. Okay? And this Queen of Coins can also help you to perceive your strengths. If you're having a hard time really understanding what your strengths are, like some people think strengths have to be these huge qualities, but they could be something simple, like I'm a really good storyteller, I'm a good listener, I'm good with animals, I'm a good nurturer, or I'm good with X, Y, or Z, I'm good with details, I'm good with administrative things, I'm good with organizations and logistics, right? Sometimes we don't give credence to those types of strengths. So sometimes someone coming at it from a third-party perspective can be really useful in helping you understand what your strengths actually are so that you can then leverage them a little bit better. Because what you think your strengths are is going to be different than how someone else is experiencing your strengths. Okay, so you can kind of take both into account. I'm not saying to discount your own perception of this, but other people have really, really valuable opinions right now. So what is the last row for Pisces? We have the Page of Swords, we have the Tower, and we have the Nine of Swords. Okay. First of all, I'm just going to say it. Don't be stressed about a Tower situation. Tower is always positive. It can feel dramatic and it can feel destructive, or it can feel like it's completely not the plan. But I'm telling you, it is exactly the plan. The Tower is exactly the plan. When you start changing like this, it is really, really common. I'm going to use the word institution, but I guess we could also say certain structures, certain institutions in your life, certain ways of being, certain rules and regulations that you've lived your life by. Those start crumbling down because you're starting to play by a different rule book. That happens a lot with the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups, often we kind of interpret it as being moving on, walking away, and of course that is the traditional definition of the Eight of Cups. But the effects of this are usually a lot bigger than we often talk about. When you start to explore a new frontier in your life, you kind of have to say goodbye to the old. And this Tower feels like the past crumbling down. Your past career path, your past relationship, the past attachments that you had, whatever it is, it starts to crumble down. And the Page of Swords is offering, to me, that's your curiosity kicking in. Not only do you have the activity with the Emperor and the strategy and the development, but you also have the optimism and the hope and the sense of possibility with the Knight of Cups, but you also have the curiosity with the Page of Swords. To me, this is a fearless combination. I don't think Pisces is feeling afraid by anything right now. I mean, if you are feeling afraid, I don't even know that you should classify it as fear. I think it's actually like excitement in disguise. Okay, just like the Tower is like a wheel of fortune in disguise, is what I always say. Because once a Tower hits, it creates a void. And when a void is created, new things need to come in. The Nine of Swords is coming out as kind of a, like, Pisces, be aware. It's just I don't want to say a warning. It's not warning you of anything. It's just making you aware that there may be a little while when, I think this has a lot to do with Jupiter coming into Taurus. And when it does that, it's going to come into a square with Mars as it comes into Leo. This is going to happen in the last week and a half of May. That Mars-Jupiter square there in fixed signs is probably going to sync up with this Tower card, okay? And then we have the Sun moving into Gemini, which crosses over that fourth house cusp there. So you're going to feel the shift of the foundational elements of your life. Yeah, it can be really, and this is what I'm saying, to be aware that you may stress out about this Tower. But this feels so short-lived. In fact, actually with the clarifiers, I wouldn't be surprised if we got some pretty positive cards to clarify this Nine of Swords. I don't feel a heaviness here. It's just a human reaction to being in a new place. It's a human reaction when you don't have a safety net anymore, or you can't go backwards anymore. Okay? When you can't go backwards, you're forced to go forwards, and you're forced to adjust pretty quickly. So that's kind of where you are. But remember, it is all coming back to a specific path. All of this is happening for what comes later on. And again, I'm really looking at Leo season. So like late July and through August is when we're going to really start seeing things make sense. Okay, let's pull out the clarifiers. So we're going to talk for another 25 to 30 minutes about all these new cards that I'm going to pull out here. The link for this comprehensive reading is in the description box, so you can just find it there. But let's pull out all the cards so you can see them. Let's take a look. Okay, we have boundaries, beautiful. And what else for Pisces for May 2023? We have determination. I love this ram with an Aries card here, okay? A lot of that Aryan energy, which can be really beautiful. All right, let's take a look at this Four of Coins. What else does Pisces need to know about this Four of Coins? The Moon. The unknown path. Ace of Coins. Four of Cups. Okay, so Four of Coins and a Four of Cups. But then we have the number 4 Emperor here as well. Queen of Coins, another Queen of Coins. 3 of Cups. Another 8 of Cups and a Justice card. Three of Coins. We have Judgment. 6 of Coins and 5 of Cups. For the Strength card, Page of Wands, Ace of Wands, and Hermit. Five of Coins, 4 of Wands, and the Star. Page of Coins, 2 of Wands, and 10 of Wands. 4 of Coins, the World, and the Devil. For this Tower, okay, we have another Page of Swords. We have an Emperor here, and we have a 7 of Cups. And for this final 9 of Swords, let's see what comes through. 9 of Swords, the Fool, 3 of Wands, and see, oh my gosh, did you guys stay till the end? Because I told you I wouldn't be surprised if the 9 of Swords was clarified by really positive cards. And like, wow, all 3 of the clarifiers came out were super, super positive. Oh, I forgot to pull out these cards. Hold on, 2 more. 2 more to clarify. Okay. Another 3 of Wands. And a King of Wands. Okay, so this is where we're going to pick up in the comprehensive. So if you want to join, you are 100% welcome to do that. Just select that comprehensive link down in the description. Thank you all so much, Pisces. I love you. Have an amazing May, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.